Oh, Dante.
I'm not 17, don't say that.
It's KD.
Hello everyone, welcome back to DKW TV. This is
Season 1, Episode 3.
Welcome back to DKW TV, and on this episode we're going to be doing a Q&A based on relationships. And this is
Vanita.
Classic.
Lex.
It's the founder of E3 Daniel. Ikechi.
Stephanie.
My boy Bayo.
So on this episode, I actually asked on my social media for people to send in their dilemmas and things going on in their relationship, and we're going to help them, fix their problems and, help around. The first question is, I'm cheating on my boyfriend of 2 years with my female friend. Should I tell him?
What? Wait, you gotta prepare us for that shit. Wait, the girl is cheating with the girl? Yeah. Oh!
That's scary.
A lot of people will be scared here.
Already scared.
That's still cheating.
That's the story, but still, cheating is cheating.
Yeah.
So that's even worse, because it's gonna make the guy feel like he did something to turn you gay.
Literally,
Yeah.
it's not good enough. I think she should just come out of that relationship and just figure out what she wants to do.
There's some things she needs to figure out, like internally.
Don't leave him on. That's ridiculous.
2 years. 2 years.
The next question is, my body count is 9 at the age of 16. Should I tell my boyfriend?
Yeah, Mugbe.
No.
You
said no? I said no.
No.
I say no only because you don't want to have a reputation. You're so young. You know how people are young, they're so impressionable, and people start saying this, that, and the other about you.
Yeah,
But that's too much for a 16-year-old.
that's way too much. And then imagine if you're not using protection. Like, your partner needs to know that, because 16, if you feel like, well, not even feel, if you're already racked up 9 bodies, odds are you're not even fully educated by that age yet. So, your partner needs to know, especially if they ask. Don't lie.
Body is 16.
And it's like, when did you get all those bodies? At 16?
Exactly. Because, realistically, what age do you start having sex? Or when did you lose your virginity?
12.
But then I guess
You like that?
Papa, every enemy of my soul. Olúwa tí wọ́n sí kànga, bàbá jẹ́ kán já sí kànga. Ọlọ́run.
I feel like when you're that young and you have sex a lot, I feel like you were just not taught, like Steph said, you weren't taught, so curiosity got the best of you, so you wanted to experience things really fast. So I'm not gonna blame her or anything, because it's not really her fault, even though she had the decision to do it or not do it. But still, I feel like, there were things that kind of made her want to experience that so quickly.
Yeah, I think that actually happens to a lot of people, I can't lie.
Yeah.
Especially when you're coming to college, and maybe some people who are virgins and I don't want to be the baby of my,
But then it turns into regret, later on. So we're just not taught enough about sex, or how to go about it, or how to restrict ourselves. You know what I mean? So that's just something that you just, as soon as you turn, a certain age, puberty, and hormones start catching up with you. You want to experience all of that so quickly.
I mean, honestly, if there's no real reason to just bring it up out of the air, you're not just gonna, I have 9 bodies. If he asks, okay, tell him, but if not, I mean, it's
But isn't that something, I think that's something you should already say, from the onset.
From the conversation if they don't ask.
I feel okay, at this point in age, maybe not then, but at a certain point, your body count should not matter, because you could have experienced certain things in those times where you frequently had sex. But to me, body count doesn't really matter. If it's a high number, okay, then.
You said 9?
9 at 16. She actually needs to get checked.
9 out of 16.
Imagine if she caught all those bodies between 12 and 14.
Rape.
And by now she's 16, she's kind of understood. So that's kind of something in the past. She shouldn't be, forced to bring that up. Hey, I have 9 bodies, when her mindset has changed or evolved. So you gotta also think about when she caught all of those bodies, and if they were in the beginning of her sexual actual journey. I don't know. So.
Very true.
Damn. That's a lot. Third question is it acceptable to have your friend sit in the front seat while your girlfriend or boyfriend sits at the back seat?
No.
Why?
It's different though. If I already have my friend in the front seat, I'm not gonna ask him to get out.
I feel like he's gonna
That
he
should
should
know.
know.
Yeah, but he can get out. Okay, but I'm not gonna be like, yo, get out the seat.
Yeah.
What if your girl says tell him to get out?
Nah.
I feel like that's a kind of respect thing.
It's
Yeah, he
just
should just know.
respect.
He should just know to get up
Yeah.
and go to
Like,
the
I would get up.
But I feel like I will get to, but I feel like sometimes it's not that deep.
What I'll say is, in the moment, I'll probably be quiet, but I'm silently judging, and just know behind closed doors, we're gonna have a conversation about that. Because like, that's my spot, like, period, point blank. Like, your friend needs to know to get up. I mean, you don't have to ask them, but like, you should. Like, that's the courteous thing to do.
Or at least tell them before they even get
Or
in the car.
exactly, like, it doesn't have to be when you first pull up, because then, like, that's awkward. So, like, beforehand, you know?
Like even with close friends, if I know like close friends are gonna be in a car together and I don't really know, you know, like I'm not really in that friendship like that. I sit in the back and let the two friends like sit in the front. So why would it be different for your girlfriend and boyfriend? If anything, it should be like heightened respect type thing.
Like, go ahead to the back.
Well, it depends on the girl.
I just feel like I wanna like touch my head and shit.
Exactly. I like, left hand steering the other
You know what I mean?
finger thighs.
The next question is I hate my MCM/WCW, but I'm obsessed with him or her. What should I do?
Wait, how do you hate but upset?
I feel like it happens. You know all those crushes you have, but you don't like them.
I feel like the obsession
That's not
is
really
from
much.
the hate.
Oh, you said the obsession is from the hate?
Yeah.
That look, he could be true.
Go on,
Why are you crushing on him? Like, stop crushing on him.
A stalker side.
No, yeah, that's what I was thinking. That's what the
That's how
person that came to
much
the stop.
Literally. He probably likes him, but she'll kill him.
This scary.
A lot of people will be scared here.
Already scared.
I think the best solution is to distance yourself from them. Just for
Block.
Yeah.
Next question. Someone said boys should stop telling girls they're ready for a relationship when they're not.
Period.
That is true. I'm not gonna lie.
What y'all think?
No, but a lot of guys like companionship.
They don't want to be committed.
The commitment.
Yeah, they don't
is
want the
period.
commitment. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I feel like regardless, you can always find someone who wants what you want at the same time. So like if you're not ready for commitment, you just want something casual, like nothing too deep. Find somebody who wants that at the same time. You can't like find somebody who wants commitment and then you don't want commitment and then keep leading them on and like it's a lot.
I feel like sometimes, what if you don't want that commitment?
There's a lot of girls that are down for that. Like, you just gotta find that girl. Don't get the girl that you know is ready for a relationship and be trying to do the play. Find the girl that's ready, that's like not trying to commit. Cause I promise you, there's somebody for everybody.
But it always turns into like.
Nah, not always.
Like
Yeah,
they always gonna
become attached.
You'd be surprised though. There are a lot of like females that really.
Every time you talk to a female, like eventually, like they're gonna like want you to be committed.
Speaking from experience, I've had a situationship before, and it was just that. Like,
I was messing with them for 3 months. That's what
yeah, it was
It's like
there was no feelings. That was my dog. That was my dog.
That's almost.
Bro, you're gonna find somebody. Like y'all can't just say like males are allowed to feel this way and females aren't. Like females, some females want casual vibes and they just want to vibe. That's it.
Next question is I just found out my boyfriend has been cheating on me for 2 years. What should I do? But I still love him.
Wait, first of all, how old is she?
Wow.
I feel like if she's young, like
Let it go.
let it go.
But she loves the guy.
Yeah, just stay with the guy.
Stay with him.
Does she love him or is she infatuated?
Okay, what if the girl? What if? Hold on, never mind. Okay, that's what I was gonna ask for the guys. Let's say the girl is cheating. Stay with her.
or they've been together.
They're not cheating for a reason.
He's not getting.
My girl is not cheating.
Oh.
My girl's not cheating.
She's not doing enough.
Okay. So if a girl cheats, then
No, it doesn't work like that. Though.
No.
what?
Nah, she's done.
Bro, no.
So y'all not gonna stay with the girl?
No.
Hell, that's so embarrassing.
No.
What?
Like imagine being in the same room with the person she cheated on you with.
Wow.
Even by accident.
You just
I just
be
feel
like
like
a
if you
fool.
ever have to step out, it's because your relationship is lacking in some type of way. It's scary.
What you mean step out?
You cheat back.
I'm just saying, like, okay, listen. He's saying if a guy cheats, it's because the relationship is lacking, and like he would want her to take her back. But if she cheats on him, then all of a sudden he's Mr. Perfect. You had no reason to cheat. Like that, it doesn't make sense.
It's just like when girls cheat,
They don't
they're
like
sinister
you.
about it.
Yeah.
Like they plot, they hurt it.
Yeah, girls don't like you.
Nobody
I don't know that.
Not necessarily.
I don't know that.
When guys cheat, it's just like a flitting.
No, there's some guys that will gaslight a girl and make her start thinking that she's the reason. Mind you, the whole time he's just thinking with but still, like guys can be real
I feel
sinister
like-
for the reason they cheat.
I feel like guys cheating is unintentional. Like
It really is.
you want it to happen somehow, but you don't want it to happen. But girls will literally talk to the guy every day. They know, they plan what time to
It
meet
could be a
up.
one night stand.
I'm telling you, like, this is another.
Girls
This
will
is
find the
another.
one that you love the most, and they'll cheat with you.
I mean, girls cheat and have standards. Let's just say that. Guys will.
Y'all can be saying, girls can cheat, but guys can't. Like,
No, it's because they read too much into what girls do, but they justify everything niggas do with the fact that y'all are absent-minded. Like, it doesn't work like that. If y'all can cheat and make it not intentional or say that it was because you were being absent-minded about it, same thing with girls. You can't look at it and say that we sat
But
here
it's the
and
reason why
plotted
guys
everything.
cheat.
Exactly.
They're cheating to test themselves.
They cheat to test themselves.
Yeah. See, if I cheat on you, I don't like you.
No, they want to see that we love the girl.
That's a fact.
If they cheat on her and they don't feel no type of way, they didn't love her.
But some guys like to cheat to like make
That's just the truth of it, though.
they cheat to make the girl stronger.
What? Like I said, girls cheat with standards. Guys cheat with who knows what.
guys just be bored.
But like I know a lot of girls, all those people that literally they enjoy toxic relationships.
No, there's some people that are like that. That's
I feel like a lot of girls will stay though.
Yeah.
A lot of girls do stay.
honestly, truly, that is the truth of the.
Yeah,
the
girls
matter.
stay,
A lot of
guys
people
don't
end up
stay.
staying. It's like it's easy to say what you would do when you're not in that situation.
Next question, and this one is kind of rough. My parents, forgive me, my friends, and some people ask this question. And the question is, how do you feel about recording sex tapes with your partner?
I was just thinking, you just want me, it's always casual. Me, I'm just thinking that I'm going to suggest.
She's fun. She's fun.
Yes, I feel like
I feel like I have to be the one to keep it because
No, God forbid. Goes anywhere, the guy should keep it regardless.
hell.
what?
I can't lie.
Girls will be showing their friends.
No, guys, niggas be sending girls to the
That's a girl, you're not gonna send her.
Hey, no problem doing it if I'm like in a relationship, but like I'm not sending it to anybody regardless. Like
To me, your
that's
You have to be like really deep in a relationship to
really
do
deep
that.
in it. Yeah.
That's between me and my husband. I'm not
That's
gonna
what I'm
lie.
saying.
Yeah.
The next question is thoughts on emotional cheating. It's not really cheating in my opinion.
No, that's the worst kind of cheating in my
That is the
opinion.
That's the word.
Wait, no. It's like
Because like
Fist
you're
down
supposed
cheating
to be completely emotionally invested in one person.
Boom.
If you're you're diverging some of that emotional affection towards something else, you're not being completely honest with the person that you're being with.
Oh my God! Wow.
Like girls are naturally more emotional, more affectionate because that's just the way things are. Like so for a guy to like finally decide who he wants to put his emotions in and that's you and you're in a relationship with that guy, for him to now go and put emotions and feelings towards somebody else, like that hurts. Because guys, like it takes a minute for them to really like develop feelings and be serious and strong on those feelings. So with him doing that with somebody else is gonna make you feel a type of way and that's cheating in my book.
What if it's just flirting?
How about I say
No.
flirting cheating?
Yes.
Flirting is cheating?
I can't lie, all that's cheating.
The way you make me feel, you shouldn't be trying to make another girl feel that way.
But what if it's not flirting, just being nice?
Nice is
like
different.
just being friendly, just being friendly. You know?
Boundaries.
Not too friendly.
Exactly, not too friendly.
What do you mean by friendly? I want to know.
Just nice, not blatantly rude to people, you know, like entertaining them in their conversation or whatnot, but keeping a clear.
But I feel like when people say friendly, like I don't want a friendly dude, blah blah blah, it's because that guy is overly nice. Like he doesn't understand that, like, okay, there's a limit to, like, you know, acting a certain way to females. Like you can't be too, you know.
I feel like the guy should pick up on that though. If the girl is taking the guy's kindness for like flirting or any type of way, the guy's radar needs to be on in the first place so he can pick up on that and, like, you know, fall back, not be mean, but, you know, just calm down a little bit on how friendly or how much he's exerting his like energy and effort out.
You know, you can date somebody and like you really like them, but you can like someone else in that relationship.
Who said that?
Like you can find someone attractive. So are you gonna say we can go
that's
that
not
way?
life.
That's fine.
That's not an emotional thing. Like
That attraction can increase.
dude, no. If you get emotionally like invested
That's
into
something
somebody,
else.
like, bro, you can't say, like, you can't sit here and because you have a boyfriend now everybody's ugly.
Exactly.
The next question is, I'm 17, I've been having sex with my boyfriend that's 22. My friend said I should stop, but I don't think it's a big deal.
Yeah, like first of all, how did y'all manage to get into that relationship?
Not gonna lie, you can find some people like through church, you know, like, you know, African churches, everybody comes to church together, like.
If you go into church for that,
No, but like, you know, y'all meet there and like stuff moves up.
But
Like,
That's
going
too
to church
much.
and then breaking
That's
you'd be surprised how many people meet at church.
No, I know.
But you
Like,
shouldn't do anything from church at that
Not
age.
from church, but like you see someone in.
She was just giving an example of where they could meet.
Yeah.
I think that's more on the guy though.
What if they've known each other for a really long time?
Did they start when they were like?
Nah, I mean, it's probably been going on since 15.
So like, what if it started a really like a long time? So like, let's.
You're not at that age.
Yeah.
17 is at that age to be dating
Yeah.
a 22-year-old. Yeah, too young. Doesn't that count as statutory rape?
That is.
If your parents wanted to get involved because you're still a minor. There's nothing wrong in dating up, but please, like, be mindful of age, because at a certain, like, you're still too young for that.
Maybe if she was 22 and he was 27, then yes.
Exactly.
No one cares about that.
The last question is, your partner talks about their ex a lot and they've assured you they're 100% over the relationship and will never get back with them, but the topic keeps coming up.
That's just there.
Would you end the relationship?
Yeah.
Red
That's
flag.
just there.
Why are you in another relationship?
Exactly. If you're not completely and thoroughly over your ex, don't disturb my peace. Like, leave me alone. Like, you need to figure you out. Some people just don't know how to be alone, but like, don't know how to do that over there.
I feel like you guys sometimes, I feel like that's something that could work out, because you know how you enter a relationship and you like the person 75% and eventually you end up liking them 150%. So that's basically it. You're literally trying to get over the person by using them.
Okay, but you shouldn't be rebound relationship. Like, you shouldn't be doing rebound relationships to begin with. Because like, if your emotions are still tied into somebody else, why are you trying to put that emotion on top of that into another person? It doesn't work out. Like, rebound relationships hardly ever work out because your mind is in two different places. So you need to give yourself at least like 5 months to like get over a situation, like 3 months to get over a situation. Then you can invest. But like, nah, like 2 weeks, 3 weeks, you're in another relationship. Fuck.
Because not only are you struggling with your own emotions, now you're messing with another person's emotions.
Yeah, how are you bringing them up? Like, is it now you're comparing me to your ex? Like, how are you even? How's the ex?
You know, that comparing one is bad.
Because if it's comparison, cancel the relationship.
And it seems like you're always comparing them to them. So even if you may not be saying you don't measure up, they're gonna end up feeling like they don't measure up to that person that they were with before them. You see what I'm saying?
Feeling less than?
Can't be me.
How do y'all feel about a threesome with your partner?
No.
Well,
No? What if you get to bring the girl? All the guys.
that's tough.
That would be like watching your partner have sex with another person.
No.
Well, they don't have to have sex.
I know, but whatever it is, I'm just your mind, and that's what I was gonna say. So why am I having sex with you?
What if he wants to have? Like
Would
people,
you do it?
Yeah. Yeah.
some people actually do it for more fun. I can't lie, because sometimes it's better.
I mean,
If it's
if it's one of those crazy, spontaneous, like,
It's threatening to a relationship, you know?
I just know there's a way to spice it up.
Like literally, I feel like for a relationship, that's not it. But like, maybe you know some type of, like she said, spontaneous. I don't know. You do you, but like don't. That's too many emotions.
I can't say never because I don't know, but like I can bet like a high percentage of the time it's not gonna go the way you expect after this, like the ordeal happens.
Thank you all for watching
Season 1, episode 3.
Stay tuned for more content coming your way, and I'm going to put in all the social media down below, so make sure to check them out, follow each and every one of them, and definitely subscribe to L'Exclusive TV.
Shout out to Nella Rose for the
Kiss us love.
Yeah. Anyway, shout out inspiration. Oh, first question for the mind that we know, because I know y'all been wanting to know. Okay, what is the age that you will let your daughter lose her virginity?
When she's married.
She's married.
Excuse me? Let me just be very, very specific. Let's say your daughter was to lose her virginity before marriage, which would be ideal, of course. What age would you be okay with it?
When she's married.
25.
28.
28.
I want her to marry at the age of 26.
Don't tell me that rubbish. Like, we shouldn't have that discussion.
Yeah, we should.
You said welcome back now, so
I'm a virgin.
Literally.
Why? Why do you do that?
Moving through the city light. Me, I love the city life. Ass in the titty right. Trying to get busy like.